I think it tells you early on a lot about our team and a lot of what we've tried to ingrain in each other with the relationships we've been building off the field, on the field. It's just collectively, I got your back, you got our back. We're not shying away from what we know is true. Like, we're down 14. That's what it is. Like, what are we going to do? Nobody else can change that but us. So we went through a lot of adversity, but good teams find ways to win, even if it looks not as good. So there's a lot of things we need to clean up, but happy we came out with the win.
You mentioned adversity. Part of it was what happened pregame. When did you guys become aware that Tyreek had been involved in an issue pregame, and how much did that come up in conversation or kind of handling that?
Yeah, I found out from a couple guys. I didn't know that had happened, and then went up to ask Tyreek. Tyreek told me his story. Now, I'm always going to support my teammate. You know, I'm always going to support my teammate. From what he told me, I only know that side of the story. I don't know the other side, but I'm always going to support him. Going to have his back, and, you know, it was just an unfortunate deal that happened today.
The touchdown to Tyreek, was Waddle your first read there? It looked like he looked his direction, or was that?
Yeah, Waddle was the first read.
And just can you go through the progression on that?
Waddle was the first read. I seen space. There was nobody over there, and I knew Tyreek was coming into my vision. So I skipped my first read, basically. Probably gonna get in trouble for that, but.
Was there a sense that the team was rallying around Tyreek after what happened?
Well, I would say they were rallying off of the fans, if you will. Jalen Waddle had a deep one. You know, the fans kind of got ignited, and then we got stopped. Then when Tyreek, you know, did his deal, as you guys all know, we could hear how loud the crowd was for the opposing offensive team's possession. But I think from then on, just we found something. And, you know, collectively, we're going to go watch this film tomorrow. We're going to learn from it and see how we can, you know, not be as sluggish. We can start fast. You know, we got some other good teams that we're about to play. So, you know, we can't be doing things like that.
Sometimes halftime adjustments are overrated, but it seems like you guys were really doing some different things in the second half. What did you learn from the first half and you were able to fix in the second?
Well, there's just a lot of minutia for a lot of us, because there's a lot of personnels that guys got to hear who's who, who's what, who's where. And so, you know, it's just calling it fast, and then they got to go out and line up, and we only have about 10 seconds to do all these motions. So, you know, it's a lot of that, that we kind of collectively came to, you know, I kind of addressed it to the entire offense with the coaches included. They were all included with that, with the personnel, getting the guys out, who's who, who's what. Then we're all, you know, we're all calling it the same way, and we're all hearing it the same way.
Tua, the way that quick sudden turnaround with the fumble in the end zone and then the long play, is that a perfect opportunity to strike when you got a team maybe a little bit down because they should have had 7 and they didn't?
Anytime we get the ball, that's always the perfect opportunity for our team. Every time we're out there, that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to put points on the board, whether it's 6 points, whether it's 3 points. Any way we can end series with points.
How would you describe the importance of the Javon play?
That was very important. I mean, that was very important. That was, I would say, a huge momentum swing. Whether we got points, you know, off of that or not, it was just the feel of it with the fans, with our guys on the sideline. It was a big swing.
What did you like from Achane today? I think he tied Tyreek for leader in receptions.
He did?
Yeah.
I mean, it tells you a lot right there. You said he tied Tyreek in receptions today. Very versatile. You know, we put him out there at receiver. We bring him in as a back. We move him around a lot, and he does a really good job. That tells you a lot about his IQ as well, knowing the personnels and then the plays at different positions. So it's all deserving, and it's not a surprise to me.
Last year, you guys you had some games where you get down, you weren't able to get back into it. You got punched in the mouth early today. What does it say about the resilience of this team that you're able to take a hit and come back?
Yeah, the game's not, I mean, it's never over until it is. So that was the first 2 quarters. It sort of trickled into the third quarter a little bit, but we regrouped. You know, we found something, you know, and we found a way to win it, although it didn't look as pretty.
Tua, it's just one win, and they all count the same in the end, but is there a mental significance to starting 1-0 as opposed to the alternative?
Yeah, I think it's a it's a morale booster for the team because it's a new team. There's a lot of new guys, a lot of new fits for, with what we've got guys doing on the defense. And then, we're in our third year in this offense, and we're trying to see what else or what better we could do with this offense and whatnot. So I would definitely say it's a big morale booster.
You used the term sluggish earlier.
Yeah.
Was it timing? Was it, what can you kind of pinpoint without going back and really digging deep into it?
I think collectively as a group offensively, it was just one of those deals where we just needed to get our head out of our ass. That was it. That was it. It was, okay, yeah, we're just going to come out here. It's hot. These dudes are probably going to give up a little bit. No, we got punched in the mouth. And that's what you get. How are you going to respond?
Tua, can you touch on the 4th and 8 on the first drive, as well as the 4th down on the fourth drive? Just trying to clean that up, as well as establishing those long drives that you talked about.
Yeah, well, that's what we got film for, to clean all of that up. But I think that tells you a lot about the confidence that Mike has with us going out there. That okay, it's 4th down and we're basically at the 50. I trust you guys, but I also trust the defense, that the defense is going to be able to hold them as well. And that's what they did this second half. I mean, scored 0 points in the second half. So that was an unbelievable job by the defense.
Last question. Tua, what were your thoughts on the offensive line as the game progressed leading up to that final drive?
I think they did a great job. Some things are going to happen where, okay, I slip, I do this, I do that. I move into a pressure. That all happens. And so you just got to continue to play. The game's never over until it is. And that's sort of the mentality for everyone. You're going to have a bad play at least once. Those guys are good as well. So we just continue to keep going until it's done. And when it's done, we can all talk about it and we move forward from there.